They know how to put on a show in these parts. A lingering glimpse of the man of the moment, Ronaldo, last out onto the pitch, as is his habit for Manchester United. Free scoring was a standout fixture. These two clubs have produced a good number of the most outstanding matches in the history of the Barclays English Premier League. A couple of 4-3s at Anfield, a 5-0 Newcastle win here. It's a pretty good way to open a new year at St James's. And here's Gary Neville with an early cross, which is cut out. Scholes got a rest on Saturday through a suspension for accumulating 5 yellow cards. Ferdinand and Vidic both forward.
That's a good start for United, straight away on the attack.
Scholes towards Ferdinand. And then a miscued clearance.
It shows what a good job that Glenn Roeder's done as well.
Here's Ronaldo. Crowd enjoyed that.
I won't see him do that too many times this season. We're just perhaps a little bit guilty. Probably just be looking up. Got a couple of people in the box already. Just put it in there and put the Newcastle United defence under pressure early on.
Could it be, Evan, that his first shot of 2007 is also his worst shot of 2007?
It's about a great team is that if a couple of players are not quite in good goal-scoring form, and then one or two always are, and Ronaldo's been the one who's really picked up the mantle
as well. And to add insult to literal injury, the ball strikes the Turk when he's down, and as you predicted, Evan has recovered pretty swiftly. Here's Gary Neville. Premier League opponents over the past decade and a half. It's the 28th time they've met in this competition, but Newcastle have only won on 3 occasions. Really rich atmosphere inside this stadium. You never get a bad atmosphere here, but when Manchester United are in town, it's always something extra special.
Oh, you're right, John. It's fun.
So you will be hoping that they can give Manchester United a tough ride here. It's a big ask with the side they've got out. Held in by Evra. Swap places at left back with Eitze again for today's game. Newcastle haven't taken a point from Manchester United in the last 3 seasons. Saha. Here's Giggs!
Oh, he knows he should have scored.
Renowned Colorado surgeon Dr. Richard Steadman only yesterday. He pronounced himself very pleased with the progress being made by the England striker. One of 4 goalkeepers used by Newcastle so far this season. Evra. Martins. And now Fletcher. Crowd howling, but the referee did his best. Ronaldo. Giggs. Nice touch for Martins. Again,
close to Kieran Dyer, but allowed him to go down that one side and limited his options. Didn't commit himself early at all.
Rooney. With a fanatical support. Newcastle are able to ask questions, though. They've won 5 of their 6 games in the Premier League before losing.
Now he's left gaps in that left-hand side of the field. Newcastle can exploit that, they will do.
Giggs. Scholes. Came off Ronaldo. Ronaldo. Neville. Ferdinand.
I also think Newcastle should be quite prepared to accept that Man United are running around the halfway line. Once it gets to the far to their own third, and make sure that there's enough pressure so they don't have time to get themselves in a great position where they can lock up and pick the passes at will.
Rooney and Parker are getting to know each other quite well. Couple of little clashes. Newcastle appeal for a handball. It's not given.
There's two Tigers players, and you know that neither of them will take a step backwards.
Rooney for Ronaldo. Gathered by Given.
O'Neill was in an offside position, had to track back, otherwise Paul Scholes as well.
Emre's down again.
Emre's a very clever player. If ever he miscontrols the ball, and that's not very often, he makes sure that before the opponent can get to the ball, he puts his body in the way. That's a sign of...
Newcastle have had titanic battles with Liverpool over the years, so they have with Manchester United. The 3. Ryan Giggs. Scholes caught by Parker.
Psychologically, you can never ever switch off for a couple of seconds. Stretch of play, not particularly lengthways, but widthwise. These Newcastle United are quite strong in the centre. Ronaldo's probably stick out and touchline a bit more. Same with Ryan Giggs. Make sure that they're crisper passing, stretching United across the field.
Giggs. Evra. Scholes. Ronaldo. Rooney.
Man United are seeing so much of the ball at the moment that Gary Neville.
Sibierski. From a Manchester City man.
A little dig up.
Nothing wrong with that challenge from Sibierski. Here's Ronaldo. Plenty wrong with that one. Here's Solano.
And sometimes, John, as well, the managers can do all sorts of team talks, say about how you need to keep your...
Shay Given's been an outstanding goalkeeper for a decade here. Back in by Evra. Ronaldo. Couldn't get clean purchase on it.
Well, he's not happy about the challenge.
Neville. Ronaldo was taken down there by Sibierski. Gets
Too quickly for me to get the ball forward straight away, and the result of that, the passing's not being as precise as it should be.
Ronaldo. It was awkward, but Taylor did enough.
Glenn Roeder will just be hoping that they can hold on to at least half-time. There's going to be quite a few waves of attack from the men in red.
Kieran Dyer, not quite as watchful that time. Here's Giggs. Now Ronaldo. It's a test for Manchester United. That was a fair old challenge by Kieran Dyer. Martins. Chopped down by Paul Scholes. May see a card. Does see a card.
Well, he's complaining about the foul, or what he perceives to be a foul on Cristiano Ronaldo. And to be honest, it's no surprise that Paul Scholes is first in the book. It is a foul, absolutely no doubt about that, and deserving of a yellow card. Well, I didn't see too much wrong with the challenge. It was shoulder to shoulder. Just that Ronaldo was off balance.
Showed too much to Evra, who's down injured. First touch for Park. Ronaldo. Danger for Newcastle. Rooney denied by Shay Given.
Oh, it's another great opportunity. Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't think he's going for goal. I think he just feeds it into Wayne Rooney. Oh, great save from Given. Didn't know too much about it. Comes off the inside of his leg. I bet Wayne Rooney can't believe it's not hit the back of the net.
Darren Fletcher. Ronaldo. Sleight of foot. Scholes. Fletcher. Paul Scholes. Dancing into position and firing home the equaliser. A finish of some quality from a midfield player enjoying a renaissance.
And the only thing that matches the finish, John, is the actual move itself. Great feet, great control all the way around. And look at that dancing feet on the edge of the box. Controls it, skips inside somebody and fires it. 3 Newcastle United players coming to him and powers it into the far corner. Shay Given's got no chance. I think it might take a deflection off Scott Parker, which might just send it into the corner. That's what his manager thinks about it. Gets...
Scholes. Ronaldo.
Well, it gets closed down quickly enough. Cristiano Ronaldo just tries to clip it to the far post. Once again, look how many bodies Man United.
Evra. Here's Rooney. Park. And Scholes. But the whistle has gone. The ball was out of play.
That wasn't a bad ball from Evra.
By the left leg of Van der Sar. That close, Newcastle, to restoring their lead. And now they have to protect parity. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo! Sliced horribly wide.
Well, Rio Ferdinand gets under the ball within 20 seconds. Go down the other end, it could be 2-1 down. There's that touch from Cristiano Ronaldo. It takes a bit of a bounce and he can't try to control it with his studs. Once he doesn't get it perfectly, he has to snatch at the...
Newcastle will go off to a thunderous ovation. Just as so long as it stays at 1-1. Here's Rooney. Could have gone down. Ronaldo. Rooney. Still going, Wayne Rooney. Fletcher and Park! Off the outside of the post.
Oh, this is real end-to-end stuff. Newcastle should be 2-1 ahead. Yet again, it could be 3-1 down. Park snatches that shot as well. He's off balance. It's another good attempt. Shay Given's got no chance. Can only watch as it hits the post. I don't think we could have asked for anything more from this game so far, John. Maybe another 4 goals only.
Can't wait for the second. With the history of this fixture, a fabulous half of football. James Milner with a foot shy of half-time by the old maestro, Paul Scholes. Subsequent to that, so away we go with these sides locked level, game on our hands, and this is Park Ji-sung for Manchester United. Left by Giggs, comes to Ronaldo. Here's Scholes! 23 seconds into the second half. And it is the mark of champions. Manchester United have come from behind.
Well, I can't believe how easy the goal comes in the end. It's a cross that Newcastle United should really cut out. Jason Park does really well. It's a great ball in, really. But a couple of defenders are just sort of ball watching, waiting for Ryan Giggs. Ronaldo tees it up, well, through the legs of Stephen Taylor, I think. And Shea Given's got no chance. Well, now they've got a mountain to climb, the home side. Beautiful strike from Paul Scholes. Just swerves a little bit, and I think that fools Shea Given as well. He's actually swerves, he's going wide of Stephen Taylor, ends up.
Here's Rooney. Paul Scholes with a goal 6 minutes before half-time, and another 23 seconds after it.
He's looking for another hat-trick, that's St James's, isn't he? Played an attacking game, which always leaves them vulnerable to teams attacking them as well and opening up gaps. And Paul Scholes has punished them twice. Great layoff from Ronaldo, sucks in 3 defenders, nobody picks up Paul Scholes. And all he has to do is keep it down, and he's got a chance of scoring. It's that early in the half that Sir Alex is not even taking.
Saying this weekend that he looks forward to receiving his government winter heating allowance. Could make all the difference to the budget in the Ferguson household.
I can't believe he said that himself.
I think it was with tongue firmly in cheek.
As a manager in domestic terms anyway, after 2-3 years of not really in the doldrums, but certainly it looks as if the chances of taking another title underneath his stewardship.
And their record so far this season is more impressive. Scholes. Rooney. Ronaldo for Evra. Rooney.
In themselves, lack of goals.
Emre.
I think their back four is probably the strongest and most stable in Barclays English Premier League.
Rooney. Paul Scholes, scorer of both the Manchester United goals. Scholes. Ronaldo.
It's as quiet as we've seen Ronaldo for me in the last couple of weeks.
Park. Rooney. Ronaldo. It'll come for Park. Tracking back was Milner. Sobieski tried to feed it to Martins. Instead it's Scholes. FA Cup duty looms for both these sides. There's a break of 10 days or so in the Premier League programme. Newcastle head to Birmingham. Manchester United host Aston Villa.
Not an easy job for the best full-backs in the world, but when you're a makeshift full-back, midfielder, turn defender, you don't want the Man United number 7 running at you. Well, one more goal, I think, certainly will kill the game off. Certainly wouldn't see Newcastle United coming back from 2 goals down. Certainly not to get a victory, a point. Wouldn't be impossible.
Giggs. Manchester United's goal difference already superior to Chelsea's by 14 before this game kicked off. And as Sir Alex Ferguson has been telling anyone that will listen, that's like an extra point.
It certainly is. And I don't.
Now platform for Cristiano Ronaldo. But I got a piece of it. Parker. Ronaldo. Rooney. Emre. Martins rose but couldn't turn the header goalwards, and Scholes has found Park.
He's got the beating of him pace-wise, and draw another tackle out of him and try and reduce United to 10 men.
Sibieski has recovered, so on we go. Right. Giggs. Parker stooping header away, Ronaldo up. There are howls as Parker collides. Question was asked and the answer was no from Mr. Styles. Manchester United have an injury. Bilic moving to be a shrewd signing. Ends at 2-1. Manchester United are occupying the same sort of territory that Chelsea have occupied in their last two games against Reading and against Fulham. Right. In one of the great arenas of English football.
Goal, but they've just taken their foot off the pedal, and Newcastle have been gifted, not gifted. Well, there was no change on the manager's expression, was there, from Sir Alex Ferguson? Well, we know what he'll be thinking inside.
Stamford Bridge.
Well, up until this morning in the newspapers, been very bullish, saying, well, 5 points and 6 points is nothing. I'm sure he would say the same thing even if United were to win today. We'll take it to 9.
Well, Solano claims he got the ball.
Well, it took Cristiano's left leg or right leg first. I don't think he'll get a notice, will he? I think he'll be booked the next time.
Here's Scholes. Giggs. Ronaldo. Albert Luque, who a couple of years ago on reputation alone would be a shoo-in for the starting 11, but his time at Newcastle has been very unhappy. Here's Ronaldo. That's a corner.
Well, it's a great ball in for Ronaldo, but nobody stayed pace with him. Nobody managed to get themselves up and make that run across the near post. Ryan Giggs is the closest one in the end. Well, he's a long way off. He's got no option just to play the ball in. Hopefully get a deflection. That will lead to another goal.
Anywhere will do. Scholes beaten by Milner. Couldn't hook up.
That's poor play from James Milner. Delayed the pass. Kieran Dyer should have been put.
Took a while to get going, certainly from a Newcastle perspective. Conceding to this man, Scholes, 23 seconds after the whistle sounded for the beginning of the second period. Carrick. Nope.
Don't recall too many for Tottenham Hotspur either.
No, his most prolific spell was with West Ham and Evra. Ronaldo. He's not the worst converted right back you've ever...
Well, he's played there so often this season. He's probably thinking, I don't want to go back to central midfield.
And for years, he would send over those crosses for Shearer to thrive on and feast upon. Rooney. Scholes. Here comes Ronaldo. He was a pace a yard short.
Just too much from Paul Scholes. Lovely ball, just hangs up at the far post. Just overdoes it.
Well, there'll be those of you watching in various places who are neutrals. I have to see it. Say it's excellent to see the old play. Ferdinand near post. Oh, Ronaldo with the header. Solano saves the day on the line. And then a foul. Newcastle escape with a free kick. Peruvian makeshift defender denying the Portuguese.
Well, he stands his ground, John, does exactly what he's supposed to. Ronaldo with the free header, where's the marking? And whoever's marking him, as if it stays at 2-2. I'm sure that would have been the decider.
Down goes Sibieski in stages, and he's still down. And here's Rooney. Was the first injury.
Don't see too much wrong with that challenge.
Then down went Ronaldo. Well, the free kick has gone his way. Ronaldo. Taylor all the way back. Through David Edgar, the 19-year-old left-back, who has it in them to find a dramatic winning goal. There are plenty of players out there with track records in that department, many of them wearing red. Here's one of them, Scholes, to another placed header. Giggs. That's a goal kick. Emre is going to be replaced by Newcastle. Matty Patterson is down below us, ready to come on. Here's Milner. Not for long. Scholes, scorer of both the Manchester United goals. Gary Neville. And he's continued his run. Ronaldo. At their peak, Manchester United were masters of the late winning goal. Here's Park. And he should have provided one here.
Oh, he should have done. Great ball from Ronaldo. I think it's Huntington. Yeah, it's Huntington who gets sucked into the ball. Taylor plays him onside. It's a poor first touch. He takes that touch away from the defender and he can get a shot on target. You can see the frustration.
First half goal lit up St James's Park.
Shaky has not been tested apart from that.
Manchester United, Rooney in particular, were asking for a handball decision against Taylor. Seemed to get his arm out of the way. Here's Park. Dyer in the way. Picked up by Giggs. 2-2, very much the in vogue score at the moment. Chelsea have suffered twice from it over Christmas and New Year. Is it Manchester United's turn? Or are they made of sterner stuff? No immediate challenge on Giggs. No great accuracy in the Welshman's cross.
Well, let's move it a sec.
Buccaneering header by Taylor. Here's Scholes.
To take the heat out of the game, he would have taken a point certainly before kick-off today. This team has shown remarkable character, great determination today, and I think they're well worthy. But the spirit that Newcastle have showed, we won't be too despondent in the end.
Remember the name, David Edgar and Glenn Roeder. A brace of goals from Paul Scholes, not enough. And whatever David Edgar and Newcastle have helped Chelsea and helped themselves, they've held the would-be champions Manchester United to a 2-2 draw.